CR, can you hear me?
Sir, it is audible, sir.
Audible kada?
No, audible.
No, sir.
So we'll start the class now.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We can see it.
So we'll start with the merchant circle analysis or merchants analysis. So this is nothing but forces acting on a chip in orthogonal cutting, and we have to see that particular assumptions we have to take into consideration while going for the merchants analysis. And first assumption is, so we just try to see that also. The first assumption we have to see, and the cutting velocity always remains constant. We have to see that the cutting velocity always remains constant. And the second one is the cutting edge of the tool. We have to assume that always remains sharp during cutting. That means we should have no contact between the tool, the particular workpiece, and the tool flank. And the third assumption is we have to see that the chip does not flow sideways. The chip does not flow sideways. So all these are particular things we have to consider, and we have to see that the third one, the fourth one, we have to assume that always a continuous chip we have to produce, not a discontinuous chip or a continuous chip with built-up edge. So all these are definite things we have to consider, and we have to see that the consideration, there's no is made of the inertia force of the chip. So all these are very important assumptions. So this is nothing but the forces acting on a chip in orthogonal cutting assumptions, and it's not circle diagram. In some of the books it is merchant force diagram, but totally it's a analysis, merchants analysis. So all these are definite things we have to consider. So we have to see that so E. Srinivas garu, CR, are you audible?
Yes, sir.
In place, ask శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు.
సార్ నేను సార్ పవన్ కుమార్ని.
ఓకే ఓకే.
సార్ అటెండెన్స్ ఎలా తీసుకోవాలి సార్? మామూలుగా స్క్రీన్ షాట్లేనా?
అవునవును.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే. అంటే 2 సెక్షన్ కంబైన్.
పర్లేదు.
సరే సార్,
మేము చూసుకుంటాం.
సరే సార్.
So all these are nothing but assumptions we have to make as far as the merchants analysis are concerned. And because of the forces acting on a chip, we'll try to see the particular figure later. I'll try to show the figure, and we have to take the notations. Fs is equal to shear force, and it acts along the shear plane. Already we have discussed about the shear plane also. And the next one, Fc is the nothing but it is the compressive normal force. So it acts normal to the shear plane. Fs acts along the shear plane. Fc acts normal to the shear plane. N is nothing but the force exerted by tool on the chip. Force exerted by the tool on the chip. So all these are definite terms you have to consider. And the particular F is the nothing but you have to see that F is the frictional force. F is the frictional force. It is given by mu into N, where mu is the kinematic coefficient of friction, and F is equal to mu N, or mu is equal to F by N is equal to tan beta. Tan beta is nothing but it is the angle of friction. So it is the angle of friction. You have to see that, and we have to see one figure. We can understand better what are the particular resultant forces. So we have to take two resultant forces, R and R dash. R and R dash, we will try to see the particular figure here in figure B. Here we can say that R is the resultant of the FC compressional force, and Fs, that is the shear flows. So again, R dash is the resultant of this F and N. So you have to see what is F and N also here. What is F? F is nothing but the frictional force, and N is the force exerted by the tool on the chip. N is nothing but it is the force exerted by the tool on the chip. It acts normal to the tool face. So all these are the particular assumptions and the notations you have to follow. Fs, Fc, F, the N and F. All these are the particular forces you have to consider. Nothing but the particular notations and assumptions. And in the next diagram, again we have to see the first diagram. So the first diagram shows us the forces acting on the chip in orthogonal cutting, and you have to draw a free body diagram, FBD, while considering the frictional force, the Fc, the compression force, and the force acting along the tool face and the normal to the tool face. So all this you have to draw, and you have to practice this particular merchant analysis thoroughly, because it is very important. It is the heart of the metal cutting, the derivation. So the result already we have discussed. The resultant force R has two components, Fc and Fs, and R dash has two components, Fs, the F and N. So here beta is the friction angle, phi is the shear angle, and everything is quite clear now. So we'll try to consider another free body diagram of chip where alpha is the rake angle and R dash is the resultant of this F and N, and we have the particular thing as far as the free body diagram. The horizontal component we have to consider of the resultant force R, and it is also known as the horizontal component is also known as the cutting force Ft, or simply because it's a Ft, it's better to remember as the tangential force of tool on the workpiece. So Fh and Fv. Fh is the horizontal component and Fv is the vertical component. So vertical component of the resultant force R is given by the axial feed force, or simply you try to remember as the axial feed force Ff. Not don't confuse with the frictional force. Here Ff is the feed force, axial feed force, or is also known as the thrust force. So all this, the horizontal component of the resultant force and the FV. Horizontal component is given by FT and the vertical component is given by FV. So in the second diagram, you have to see that the force system of the chip. So you just try to see the Fs along the shear plane. We have the Fs and Ft is the Ft is what I told you. Ft is the tangential force. Fc is the compression force, and Ff is the feed force. So this is alpha is the rake angle. Alpha is the rake angle, and N is the normal force, and F is the force, frictional force along the tool face. So all this you have to, the notations you have to just not by heart, but at least try to know according to the fundamentals or according to the fundamental knowledge of the analysis. All these are very important things you have to consider. So the free body diagrams you have to practice as far as the particular things are concerned, and you have to see that the horizontal component is equal to the tangential force, and the vertical component is equal to the feed force. So all these are very important things you have to consider. So if you want, I'll repeat again, because some are lately joining, and it is because it is combined class, you cannot wait for the participants. You be on time. So here, when we are considering the particular things, we have to see that the resultant force R and R are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction and collinear. So all these are very important. So here also another assumption you have to make: the chip must be regarded as an independent body. Every time you have to consider that the chip is an independent body, and it is in mechanical equilibrium by the action of two equal and opposite forces R, which the workpiece exerts on the chip. So R is the particular force, resultant force which the workpiece exerts on the chip, and R dash is the resultant force which the tool exerts on the chip. So that's why R dash resultant is a combination of F and N, and R is a combination of Fs and Fc. So all that are very important terms, and this free body diagram also you have to draw correctly the particular work and tool, and the tool along the tool face it is F, and normal to the tool face normal force is N, and Fs is the shear force along the shear plane, and Fc is the compressive force normal to the shear plane. So I think you better understand and practice after the class also in the evening, and I already put a message in the particular thing. You have to again I'll share this with the CRs, this particular thing. You have to maintain the notes also for this subject. So FH is the horizontal component and FV is the vertical component. The horizontal component is known as the tangential force or the cutting force, and the vertical component is known as the axial feed force. So all these are very important things you have to consider. So, and I'll give you some time, some 5 minutes time, 3 minutes time, you try to observe this merchant circle diagram. Merchant circle diagram is considered as a particular force diagram, considering the particular points at which you have to draw, that is the circle you have to draw, and number of this triangles the various it establishes a relation between various forces. So the two triangles you have to consider the free body diagram as far as the particular things are concerned, and the free body diagram as far as the second free body diagram, already I told you that this free body diagram you have to consider, and you have to see that the particular merchant circle diagram is drawn. The free body diagram again I'll show for your particular understanding, and then again we'll come back to this particular merchant circle diagram. So whatever free body diagram we have to consider is this particular diagram showing the particular chip. So that is the considering the beta angle of friction, alpha the rake angle, and phi the shear angle. So you have to consider for the free body diagram or the resultant force is a combination of the compression force Fc and the Fs is the shear force acting along the shear plane. Again, you have to consider R dash, which is the resultant of F and N. N is the normal force along the tool face, and F is the particular force along the tool. So all this you have to consider, and again we'll come to the motion force diagram. And motion force diagram is very important as far as the analysis of concern, merchant analysis is concerned, and it is nothing but you have to consider the particular two triangles of forces. Already I told you, and consider together, and this if you consider the two triangle of forces together, and we can come to this particular merchant circle diagram. Merchant circle diagram, and this particular simplicity sake, you have to say that the cutting forces are plotted at the tool point. At the tool point, we have Fs, which is acting. Fs is acting along the shear plane, and this is Ft, that is the horizontal component of the particular horizontal component of the force. Ft is the tangential force. This is Ff. Ff is the feed force, which is a feed force or the thrust force, and F is the particular force which is acting along the tool face, and N is the force, normal force along the tool face, normal to the tool face. So notations you have to see. R is the resultant of Fs and Fc, and R dash is the resultant of F and N. So you have to consider the triangle, and this is A, and at the point we have this is P, and definite points, triangles you have to see, and this is C and this is B. So this is a particular this DQCD is one particular rectangle, or you can say it is a parallelogram instead of saying a parallel, because you have to in the analysis you have to say that QB is equal to DC like that, and some of the analysis we'll just try to start. So here we can say that what is the chip ratio. Already I told you, chip ratio is the ratio of the uncut chip thickness to the chip thickness. But what is K? It is inverse of the chip thickness ratio. So chip K is nothing but it is the chip thickness or chip reduction coefficient. Coming back to this particular equation, you have to just by heart this particular equation. Tan phi is equal to cos alpha. Tan phi is the shear angle, and cos alpha by K minus sin alpha. So where K is the chip reduction coefficient. And this one, the particular knowing all other components on the chip, this particular the chip reduction coefficient can be determined by substituting the value of alpha, that is the rake angle, and K also you should know that. So all these are very important terms. And Ft already I told you, Ft is nothing but it is the tangential force or the cutting force, and Ff is the feed force. How you can determine this? Because in the lab we'll be using the lathe tool dynamometer during turning of the cutting forces on a tip. You can determine the forces on the tip by measurement by lathe tool dynamometer, or simply force dynamometer. So this is where Ft tangential force and the feed force you can find with the help of the lathe tool dynamometer. So all this you have to just simply practice this. So what is Fc? Again, we just try to revise this particular terms. Notation: Fc is the compressive or the normal force on shear plane. So what is Fs? Fs is the shear force on the shear plane. So all these are very important terms. F is the along the rake face of the tool, or these are the forces exerted. This F and N are the forces exerted by the tool on the chip. So what is N? N is the normal force at the rake face of the tool. Normal force. You have seen in the already in the free body diagram. And again, we'll try to see that what is F in the merchant circle diagram. What is F? I'll just try to go for this again. This F. So what is F? F is nothing but this one. So all of you try to if you are having the notes, you try to note down that one. So what is F? F is nothing but AQ. You just try to see what is F. F is nothing but AQ plus QB. AQ plus QB. Okay. Are you listening? CR? CR?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just try to see the diagram. Again, I'll come back to this particular equations and try to explain, because without the diagram, because this is not a board now, so we have to just shift between the two slides or pages. To AQ plus QB. But what is QB? QB is equal to DC. QB is equal to DC. So if you consider that parallelogram QB DC, QB is equal to DC. So again, so what is F? F is equal to, you can see F is equal to FT tangential. F is the force, and F is nothing but it's a tangential force into sin alpha. So you just try to see where is alpha here. So where is alpha here? There is alpha. So F is equal to this Ft into sin alpha. So what is sin alpha? What is sin theta or sin alpha? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. So what is DC? So what is DC? DC is given by this one. DC already you know. DC is given by this one. So what is DC? For DC, what is opposite of DC? It is the feed force. So what is DC is? It is the feed force into cos alpha. So totaling, so we can say F is equal to Ft sin alpha plus Ff cos alpha. So Ft is nothing but the tangential force, and Ff is the particular feed force, and alpha is the rake angle. So now you consider N. So now you consider this N, normal force. So now you consider N. What is N? You just try to go to the top. So what is N? N is nothing but is equal to PQ minus PD. PQ minus PD. So you can see. So PQ minus PD, it will come to this one. So so what is opposite of this BC is equal to DQ. So what is N? N can be written in terms of, so N can be written as, what is PQ? So what is PQ? PQ is nothing but Ft into alpha. So who has raised a hand? What is your doubt? 71? Okay. So N can be written as PQ PD. PQ minus PD. So it will come to QD. So what is PQ? PQ can be written as Ft cos alpha. So just try to see what is cos alpha. Cos alpha adjacent by hypotenuse. So you have to know the trigonometrical relations, and the particular here only trigonometry plays a role. And what is PD? What is PD? You just try to see PD also. PD is given by FF into sin alpha. FF into sin alpha. So totally N can be written as Ft into cos alpha minus Ff into sin alpha. So if you want, again, I'll repeat this one. So what is F? F is given as AQ. F is given as AQ plus QB. AQ plus QB. And what is QB? QB, opposite of QB is this one, DC. So what is again AQ? AQ is nothing but it is Ft into sine alpha. So what is QB? QB is nothing but it is equal to DC. But what is DC? FF into cos alpha. And you have to know the trigonometrical relations. Already I told you. I don't want to tell what is sine theta, what is the cos theta, what is the tan theta and cot theta. So you have to know all that. And if you have any doubt, if I just by confusion I try to just say something, you can raise your hand and we can just clarify the doubt. So what is n? N is nothing but n is nothing but PQ minus PD. PQ minus PD. PQ minus PD. But what is PQ? PQ is nothing but it is Ft into cos alpha. Ft into cos alpha minus FF into sin alpha. So all these particular things are very important, and you have to from the Merchant's two triangular law of forces and the particular parallelograms, you have to establish the relations between this one. So what is Fs? Fs you can just try to see here. So what is Fs in the Merchant force diagram? Fs is nothing but it is a frictional force, it is a shear force acting along the shear plane. So what is Fs? Fs is Ft into cos phi. Ft into cos phi. It can be written as a product of Ft. Ft is the tangential force into cos phi. What is cos phi? Is the shear angle. Why we are taking the shear angle into consideration here? Because it is Fs is the shear force, and Ft into cos phi minus Ff. Fs is the feed force into sin phi, sine of the friction angle. Again, I'll repeat what is Fs. Fs can be written as from the particular triangles. You can say Ff can be written as AO minus OK. AO minus OK. So we are left over with AK. AK here is Fs. So Fs can be written as in terms of the tangential force and the feed force. Like Fs is equal to Ft into tangential force in triangle minus the feed force into sine of the shear angle. So what is Fc now? Fc you can see here. Can you see Fc in the particular thing? So what is Fc? Fc is equal to Ck. So you just try to have this. What is Fc? Fc equal to Ck. It is equal to Ck. So Fc is nothing but this is the particular force. Already we have defined Fc. It is the compressive normal force. Compressive normal force, and it acts normal to the shear plane. So Fs and Fc go together. So what is the resultant of Fc and Fs? It is R. So what is the resultant of Fn and it is R dash. Again, we will try to come. What is Ck? What is Ck? Ck is equal to Ce plus Ek. Ce plus Ek. But what is Ek? Ek, it is equal to PO. Ek is equal to PO. Again, I am repeat. What is Ck? Ck is equal to C. Ek is equal to PO. So again, we can write this Fc in terms of the Fc. Fc is nothing but it's the compressive normal force which is acting normal to the shear plane. So here we have to consider again the horizontal component of the forces and the vertical component. So Fc is a combination of the feed force, which is the vertical component, into cosine of the particular shear angle. So and Ft is a combination of the horizontal component and vertical component plus Ft. What is Ft? Ft is the horizontal component into sine of the shear angle. So Fc is Ff cos phi plus Ft sin phi. Ft sin phi. So and now we have to write this particular tangential force in terms of the resultant. In terms of this particular resultant. So just try to see that particular arrows here. Resultant R, it is acting towards the merchant circle diagram, and the resultant R dash is opposite. They are equal and opposite forces, equal in magnitude, but opposite in direction. So just try to see the arrow directions. Arrow directions also play a very important role. So just try to see how FC is written here. FT is the tangential force. Here feed force. It is acting down. It is acting downwards. Feed force. So all that you have. So
Hello.
FS also you should draw the arrow. Though yes, not drawn. So just try to see the particular arrow directions also. And here this is alpha rake angle. So this is 90 minus alpha. So this is phi. This is shear angle. So this is beta. This is beta. Beta is the frictional angle. So this is nothing but minus alpha, and this particular thing is 90 minus beta. 90 minus beta. So all that you have to see, because when you consider a particular rectangle parallelogram, all these are the 90 degrees. All these are 90 degrees, and you have to see this particular angles also. So whenever we are considering all this, we have to see all this. So what is FT? Again, we'll come to this FT. So already I told you this particular tangential force, that is the horizontal component, can be written as in terms of resultant. It is R into cos of beta minus alpha. R into cos of beta minus alpha. FT. And we can write again the feed force in terms of the resultant also. Feed force is equal to R into sin beta minus alpha. What is FT? Tangential force can be written in terms of R, resultant. FT is equal to R into cos beta minus alpha, and this FF feed force can be written as R into sin beta minus alpha. So just try to see that if you try to go to the basics of trigonometry, cos of beta minus alpha is FT by R. FT is nothing but it is the adjacent side. R is nothing but it is the hypotenuse. Again, if you consider the FF feed force, FF is R into sin beta minus alpha. What is sin of beta minus alpha? It is opposite. What is FF? FF is this one, opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. So sin beta minus alpha is FF by feed force by resultant. Again, if you try to consider, write this shear force in terms of the resultant also, it can be written as like this. You just try to observe this particular things. So Fs is the shear force acting along the shear plane. It is written in terms of resultant. Fs is equal to R into cos of beta minus alpha plus theta. Beta minus alpha plus theta. This particular angle, you have to particular included angle. This included angle is consisting of beta minus alpha plus theta. So Fs the force. Fs is the shear force, and it is R into cos of beta minus alpha plus theta. Beta minus alpha plus theta. So all this you have to see. Again, already you might have accustomed with this diagram, because this particular diagram is necessary to and to know F, the normal force, the frictional force, the particular FC compressive force acting normal to the shear plane, Fs shear force which is acting along the shear plane. So we'll just try to have all this. Again, we'll try to go to the particular thing. There's a particular, again I'll repeat if you're not understanding tomorrow, because the particular diagram and the equations are not there. So here on one page, Fs is the shear force. Already I told you shear force can be written in terms of displacement. So what is Ft? Ft by Fs. Ft by Fs. So what is Ft? R into cos of beta minus alpha. What is Fs? Fs is equal to R of cos of beta minus alpha plus theta. So just RR will get cancelled. So you are left over with cos of beta minus alpha by Fs. So what is Fs? Cos of beta minus alpha plus theta. Cos of beta minus alpha. So if you try to take the shear force to the right side, you are left over with Ft. Tangential force is equal to Fs into cos of beta minus alpha by cos of beta alpha plus theta. So just try to listen carefully, concentrate, because already I told you you have to maintain the notes, and I particular PDF or PPT, you have to again practice the merchant circle diagram or the merchant force diagram. So while evaluating the merchant analysis is nothing but you are evaluating the forces acting on a chip. Forces acting on a chip in orthogonal cutting. Orthogonal cutting. Try to remember. So it is what is F by N? F by N already you have established the relations. So what is F? Already you have seen. So what is F? Already you have seen. And the F is nothing but Ft into sin alpha plus Ff into cos alpha. Ft is the tangential force, which is the horizontal component, is the feed force, which is the vertical component. So here N, what is N? N is the normal force. N is the normal force. So what is N? N we have already established from the particular diagram, merchant circle diagram. N is equal to Ft into cos alpha minus Ff into sin alpha. So what is F? F. So here you divide this by sin alpha. So sorry, you divide this by this sin alpha, and you are getting Ff into cos alpha by sin alpha. So you are getting this Ff into tan alpha. So Ft into sin alpha by sin alpha will get cancelled. So you just try to see all these particular things. So okay. Don't just told the opposite. So divide by cos alpha, both numerator and denominator. So sorry for that. So you divide the numerator and denominator with cos alpha. So you are left over with F by N is equal to Ff. So cos alpha will get cancelled, and sin alpha by cos alpha is Ft tan alpha. Are you having any doubt? 35. So N. So N again. Cos alpha by cos alpha will get cancelled. So Ft minus Ff into sin alpha by cos alpha. So it is minus Ff tan alpha. So all these are very important terms. 18355, you raise your hand. What is your doubt? CR? Some people are raising the hand, but I'll give you time after I complete the derivation. Okay. Meanwhile, you try to just note down on the paper the doubt. I cannot go to the chart again because we are new to this one. Already a lot of confusion regarding the joining. Okay. So again, I'll repeat. You divide the numerator and denominator with cos alpha. You are left over with F by F is equal to. So what is mu? Mu is the coefficient, kinematic coefficient of friction. So is equal to mu n, or mu is equal to F by N is nothing but is equal to tan beta. Already in the assumptions are beginning told F by N is equal to tan beta. Tan beta is equal to mu, kinematic coefficient of friction. So what is beta? Beta is equal to tan inverse mu. Beta is equal to mu is equal to tan beta. So beta will be tan inverse mu, because because if you want to go for the kinematic coefficient of friction, you have to evaluate the forces F and N. Then only you will get the angle of friction, beta, angle of friction. So after the derivations, after completing all my derivations, we'll try to solve the particular problems, because in this particular unit is asking this merchant force diagram, and in some of the sets is asking the particular this one problems related to this particular things. So what is tan PSA? Again, you try to go to the particular diagram. What is tan PSA? Tan PSA, you can go to the diagram and see. Tan PSA is nothing but it is given by angle PSA is given by beta minus alpha. So what is beta minus alpha? So beta minus alpha. So beta minus alpha. Again, you can see tan PSA. So tan PAC. So it is nothing but tan PSA is nothing but beta minus alpha. So what is tan beta? Opposite by adjacent. It's nothing but CP by AP. It's nothing but CP by AP. CP is opposite by adjacent. So but CP here, what is CP here? CP is nothing but it is the feed force. It is the feed force. So what is AP here? It is the tangential force. So tangential force is nothing but it is the horizontal component, and is the feed force is the vertical component. So tan PSA is equal to tan beta minus alpha. Here already you have seen is equal to FF feed force by tangential force. So that is the particular thing you can have. And Merchant developed a relation. Merchant, this particular is Ernest is a particular name, particular father of this metal cutting. You can know because so many thermal or something. You can say all this are the things, and you can say that the Merchant's diagram is establishing a relation between the shear angle phi, angle of friction beta, and tool rake angle. So another relation is there. You try to note on. It's given by 2 beta 2 phi plus beta plus alpha minus c. So all that you can see that also. So it is nothing but it is 2 phi plus minus alpha is equal to c. So what is that c? C is a machine constant. C is a machine constant. I will try to show here. C is a machine constant. So and it depends on the rate of change of shear strength of the workpiece. Rate of change of the shear strength of the workpiece metal with applied compressive stress. So that is also known as the internal coefficient of friction. So Merchant developed a relation between the shear angle, the particular friction angle, and the rake angle. So 2 phi plus beta minus alpha is equal to c. So all this particular derivation is very important, and c is a machine constant. In the you'll be giving data. If the problem, you'll be giving in the data the machine constant, or in some of the tables in standard textbooks, metal cutting books, or the particular textbooks like manufacturing process by Kaushik or P.N. Rao, you'll be giving the machine constant according to the material. Internal coefficient of friction. So all these are very important things. So just try to have a scan of this one. Again, I'll go for the particular this one. So if you have a notebook, you try to note this particular diagram. You cannot complete it now, but you just try to have this particular equations. Note this particular page. So all these are very important terms. So in the beginning we have lost some 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I will just stop at scheduled my hour. I was rescheduled my hour to Rambabu's hour, and you'll be taking at 4:30. Okay, you know all that. So it is at 4:30 TE2 class. So
Thank you, sir.
So you just try to all of you note down this particular page. What is FC? FC is the compressive or normal force on shear plane. What is FS? FS is the shear force on the shear plane. So what is this forces FC and FS? Already you have seen in the Merchant circle diagram. These are the forces exerted by the workpiece on the chip. But whenever you are having the forces exerted by the tool on the chip, you are using the tool dynamometer, lathe tool dynamometer. So you have to analyze the cutting forces on a lathe. That is the particular experiment you have. You have to use the lathe tool dynamometer and analyze by varying the machining parameters like feed F, cutting speed, and depth of cut. All these are very important machine tool parameters. So you just try to have these equations. Look at these equations. F. So I don't know how to just admit the participants because it is very agonizing for me. Already I told you. Now you are repeating the same because out of 2 sections only 92 participants means it is a very sad state of affairs, and you have to be very much. You just try to see that you don't go for this particular thing. Okay, so just go for this. So all these are very important terms we have to consider. We have to consider, and all these are very important terms. And already I told you, you have to consider R, the resultant force, which is the resultant of Fc and Fs, and R dash is the resultant of F and N. So all these are very important things you have to consider, and the equations you have to frame the F is equal to Ft sin alpha plus Ff cos alpha according to the Merchant's circle diagram, and you have to practice that diagram by considering two triangle law forces. By considering two triangular forces, that is a free body diagram of the chip. This is nothing but it is a free body diagram of the chip. You have to consider the two triangular forces together, and these two triangular forces together is known as the Merchant's circle diagram. Merchant's circle diagram, and F is equal to Ft sin alpha. F is the horizontal component, Ff is the vertical component. And again, n is equal to Ft cos alpha minus Ff sin alpha. N is nothing but it is the normal force at the rake face of the tool. And Fs is the shear force.
Thank you, sir.
So Fs is the shear force on the shear plane. Fs is equal to Ft into cos phi minus Ff into sin phi. So don't get confused. Whenever you are considering the shear force, the shear you have to take into consideration. And whenever you are considering that F and N, you are considering because it is what is F and N along the rake face of the tool, and you have to consider the rake angle. So you don't interchange the rake angle and shear angle with these equations, because so many are people committing mistakes in the internal exam itself. You try to correct now itself. So I'll leave. I'll try to ask either Srinivas Garu by on the phone or something. Another 5 people are there. I don't know who are the 5 people. We admit we can give them attendance, but you don't come late to the class.
Sir, one skip diagram.
CR? CR, can you hear me? Both the CR, Sairam and Ajad?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because today, because I wanted to record, but already he is telling that pause recording. I don't know if it is recorded or not. Okay. So we'll just try to, after the meeting is over, or we'll try to find a source of how to record also by local Zoom app. Okay. So I want to ask Dr. Wilson to leave. So I'll just try to ask.
Lal.
సార్ రికార్డింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారంటే ఫస్ట్ మీరు
బాగున్నావా?
సార్ రికార్డింగ్ అవుతుంది సార్.
అవుతుంది, అదే డౌట్ వచ్చింది. అదే రికార్డింగ్ పాస్ రికార్డింగ్ ఉంది. ఒకవేళ పాస్ చేస్తే పాస్ అవుతుందని నేను పట్టించుకోలేదు. అంటే మా పాపను అడిగితే రికార్డింగ్ అవుతుంది అన్నాను. అది క్లారిటీ తీసుకోవాలి. వాళ్ళకి నేను చెప్పాల్సింది చెప్పాను, ఎక్కువ చెప్పిన వాళ్ళకి అర్థం కాదు. ఇది కొద్దిగా టిపికల్ టాపిక్. సో అటెండెన్స్ ఎవరో 5 మెంబర్స్ నేను అడ్మిట్ చే నేను డిస్టర్బ్ అయిపోతున్నాను.
ఓకే సార్.
90 ఇంకో 5 మెంబర్స్ ఎవరో తెలియదు. లేకపోతే సిఆర్ని అడిగి ఎవరెవరో ఆ 5 మెంబర్స్కి ఇవాళకి వాళ్ళు అంటున్నారు మాకు కంబైన్డ్ క్లాస్ తెలియదు అని అంటున్నారు మెసేజెస్లో. ఇవాళ ఇద్దరు వాళ్ళని అడిగి, అంటే ఏమనుకోవద్దు, ఇవాళ సిఆర్ అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకొని ఇవాళకి నెక్స్ట్ టైం నుంచి మన ఇది మీ సపోర్టింగ్ స్టాఫ్ తీసుకున్నాం. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళకి కంబైన్డ్ క్లాస్ అని తెలియదు అంటున్నారు అందరూ. చాట్లో చెప్తున్నారు. ఓకే సార్, we leave the class. Okay sir, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Bye sir.
అఖిలేష్ సార్
18 కొట్టు.
అఖిలే
శివ మైక్ ఆన్ చేయి.
లాల్
వీడియో కూడా
అఖిలే లాల్